Alright, 1, 2, 3, start.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Tushita. This is my husband Kaushik.
Hi.
So this is a question answer video where I had posted on my Instagram story asking you guys regarding any questions about our relationship or about any relationship. So let's start. Okay. First question: fun things to do to keep the momentum alive in long distance relationship. You wanna answer it?
You go first.
Obviously, communication is really important in relationship, especially long distance. Like we always used to have video calls, we used to pay surprise visits, we used to send surprises, and whenever we're supposed to meet, it's me always in relationship who is romantic. He thinks he's romantic, but he is not romantic. It's me who always used to plan things, like to go out, like wherever we used to go out, I used to plan out. And yeah, it's communication and beyond relationship, it's very important. Then surprises and yeah, plan things, and probably that will spark up the relationship. What do you think?
Yeah, I do agree. So long distance is not an easy thing to maintain. So it's better to keep the expectation correct in for both the parties, and you should meet as much as possible. With respect to the fun things, it could be as basic as sending gifts. It makes the day of the other person. So yeah, I think basically she has covered everything for this question.
Okay. How did we guys meet?
Well, we met on the first day of our training, which was our first employer, and she's still employed by that company. I have
We
moved
were in
out.
the same company.
Yeah, we are working as a fresher. We joined the same company, and we were in the same batch, in the same class, in the training program. So this was in 2013 at Trivandrum, Kerala.
Anymore? Nothing? That's it?
They have just asked.
Yeah, and we used to work in pair, like we were divided into pairs, and he was my partner. And yeah, what attracted me most about him was that his like technical skills and intelligence, and that's how we started communicating, and that's how we got attracted towards each other. So yeah, this is how it started.
Yes.
Where do we live? Hyderabad. We stay here. How to make long distance work?
I think we covered that in the first question. So basically, as I said, setting the right expectation is very important to understand each other. So there could be moments when one person might need the other at very crucial juncture, but you have to face it that sometimes the other person might not be available every time, which is especially in a long distance relationship. On top of it, keeping each other happy by regular visits, going to some place, going for vacation, take leaves, so say for a week or two, and go out, hang out, and constantly keep in touch. At least have one video call every day. And yeah, I think these are a few of the things that we implemented, and it did work out.
Also, it depends. Like for us, it worked, and there are other friends of mine and or people I know for whom it didn't work. So it depends from person to person. All I would say is that first try it out. Don't get scared thinking, oh, it's a long distance, it will not work. Just first try it out, see how it goes. And if it doesn't work out, then probably it's not for you guys. If it works out, then it's great. Like keep it going, and you will see. And like as it says, distance makes a heart grow fonder, and that's what actually happened for us. We always had an excitement of meeting each other. So yeah, just first keep trying, and just don't give it up like in the initial stage itself. So just keep trying and don't get scared of the long distance.
Right. Probably it also depends on what each one of you want. So if you are really serious about each other, then I think there's no question of depends. You have to be very serious for each other. Then you have to put in the efforts, and there's a lot of compromise if you do a love marriage, there will be some sort of sacrifices, compromise you have to make and be ready for it. And yes, as you said, it depends. If you are not very serious, it's just a fling, then it's better to maybe drop the ball and leave each other. But if you are really serious, then yes, as I said, first thing is you should set the right expectation and ready for some sort of compromise or at least some sacrifice.
Okay. Where do you work?
Well, I work for a consulting firm which is based in the UK. It's called Avance Consulting, and I work as a business development manager.
Okay. Do you live with your in-laws? No, we are not living with in-laws. They are at Mumbai and we are here at Hyderabad working. Our offices are here. Best memory of yours together? So there are two memories which it's before marriage and after marriage. Like before marriage, I would say our initial stage, like during the trips, like Trivandrum trips where we used to work together, like during a training. So those were the best days where he used to always compliment me on how I look. Like those were those days, like there were those flirts. So yeah, those were the best days of us together before marriage. And after marriage, I would say on our marriage, which was on 11th December. And I will not forget that day. That was like somehow our marriage happened, right? If you do want to say something on that?
Yeah, it was a nightmarish experiment. So we were getting married in Assam in the second week of December last year. Unfortunately, there was a huge ruckus. Unfortunately, there was a huge ruckus, big mess because of the CAA, the resolution which passed in the parliament. But good thing was we were able to manage the proceedings, and finally we got married as per our rituals.
Also, there was a lot of violence outside, so I was very scared, if it's gonna happen or not. My makeup artist couldn't come, so I had to do my own makeup. Thankfully, the photographer were there at our place, so we got some shots. Since it happened, it was the best day. I don't know, I had that best memory of getting married, those rituals, those customs. So yeah, I would say that those were the best days. What about you?
Well, every day I've spent with her has been my best day. So today is also my best day.
The typical Kaushik. Okay. You answered better. Who fights a lot?
Obviously.
Like I told you, he ignites the fire and I burst out. He's a very silent killer. He'll say something which will make me mad. We just fought before this video. He told something very nicely which really was mean, and I got angry or I got irritated. He starts it and I finish it. But yeah, we sort out at the end of the day.
That's important.
Is it important to stay with in-laws? It's a very debatable subject, but it depends. Staying with in-laws has its own pros and cons. Like pros, I would say it would be you have people to talk to, and you will not get bored easily.
You will not get bored. You'll have people to take care of you.
Yeah, you have a lot of surprise visits from the guests, and you'll have more mature bonding. You'll grow up maturely. And in terms of cons, there will be obviously there will be a little privacy issue. Then there will be there will be differences in household culture and family culture, because it differs. The way you handle things or the way you do things might differ from the way your in-laws does. It depends from person to person. For us, it's like I told, we stay here and they stay in Mumbai, so we do pay visit. But yeah, if you're away from them, just try to visit as much as possible. And yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I also think it could depend, but it depends on the attitude of in-laws as well as the person who is getting married. So if the in-laws are quite open and supportive to whatever the say the daughter-in-law is doing, I think that should be fine and they can stay together. However, there are instances, as she pointed out correctly that there's quite a difference in the household culture from one family to another. So it might take time for a daughter-in-law to get acclimatized, to get habituated with the in-laws' way of thinking, way of living. As she pointed out, like the pros could be when you have an entire family to support you, to take care of you. So that is also important. So after all, it's your family, which is most important thing in your life.
How often you guys fight? We just fought before this video. Probably most of the time we fight, but it'll be like small issues, not big issues. But there'll be issues, a small issue which can go into a very big issue. So yeah, that's what I say. At the end of the day, you just need to sort it out and live happily.
Yes. इसी को प्यार कहते हैं.
How he proposed you? Please answer it.
Did I propose?
He proposed me. He didn't say I love you.
Okay. Yeah, it was.
You didn't ask me, do I love you or not? No, you asked me. You asked me, do I like you? But never asked, do I love you? You were after me for liking you. But you were not after me for loving you. Because you were so sure that I love you.
Obviously. I didn't propose as such, but yeah, I remember we were on a visit to Munnar during our training program. So we went to a hotel, and in the around night we went upstairs to the terrace. So we were spending some good time, and there I just said that I love you, and I think that is the time.
But I didn't say I love you too, because I was like, okay, I wasn't sure what should I say. But then on our next trip, which was at Kodaikanal, then I told him, yes, I love you too.
So yeah.
How long you guys stay mad at each other after fight? I don't think so.
I don't keep myself mad at anything. So I try.
But I get mad, right?
I tend to keep myself sane, even at times when
Especially
I'm
I'm
angry.
insane. I get insane.
Yeah, you sometimes she is quite insane, but I cool off very quickly, like in few minutes. But she generally takes at least a night's time.
At least a day, like at most a day.
Yeah, at most a day, but at least one night.
Things you like and hate about each other.
I like most of the things about her. The things that I think that she can improve would be her emotional balance. She loses it quite often, and be patient. Sometimes be patient with some. Sometimes she needs to be patient. So these are two things I believe she can improve. So the rest, I think she's quite good, and compliments.
Quite good.
She's good. She's very good, and compliments the way I am.
Okay. For me, I would say he's very sorted. He's well balanced. He knows like where he's supposed to go. So he's very well focused and very honest. He doesn't give like क्या बोलते हैं उसको? पक्षपात नहीं करता. So
Pakshpat.
yes, पक्षपात. What I don't like about him is that he breaks promises sometimes, and he knows it very well. First thing he noticed about me, the first time.
You can start. I am just trying to recollect.
It's for you.
So it's for me.
Yes. If it had been me, I notice your brains.
Yeah, she asked me a very stupid question.
Okay.
So actually, I am Assamese. She's also Assamese, but I am brought up in Mumbai. So she asked me where I belong to. So I told her I'm Assamese, but I'm brought up in Mumbai. And in return, she asked me, do I know Assamese, which supposedly is my mother tongue. So that was the
It
question.
doesn't matter, okay? It depends. Maybe you don't know how to speak in Assamese because since you were born in, like maybe you might born in Assam, but you were brought up in Mumbai, so you might not know how to speak Assamese. So that's what I meant.
Okay, giving the benefit of doubt, but I thought it was a very lame question.
Fine. So what you notice about me?
Yeah, that thing I noticed. That she can ask such a lame question.
God. Fine. The last question. An ideal date for us, like according to you.
Well, I don't believe in dates.
Every day is an ideal date. Say.
No, not every day. It should be a fantasy. But yeah, I don't believe in dates. I prefer spending time as much as possible. So I was just discussing with her some time back. We could go to some place, let's say Bali, and stay there for a month and work from there remotely. So that is some kind of, for me that would be some kind of an ideal dates.
How it can be a date?
So that's why I'm saying I don't believe in any date. Date doesn't interest me.
Okay, for me it's like obviously we both have to be there together, romantically involved. Plus, the place doesn't matter. Place do matter, but it has to be romantically set up, so that we can be in that mood. So yeah, us together and a romantic setup. So that's an ideal date for me. So yeah, that's it for today, and hope you like the video. Hope your questions are answered. And yeah, let me know in the comment section if you have any more questions. I would be happy to answer them. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. So yeah, bye bye.
Bye bye.